What if I told you that a simple nickel from 1970, something you might have tossed into a coin jar or spent without a second thought, could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right. Millions of dollars for a 5-cent coin. It sounds unbelievable. But the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Somewhere out there, hidden in circulation or tucked away in a forgotten collection, there could be a one-of-a-kind 1970 Jefferson nickel so rare, so unique, that it could fetch $20 million or more at auction. What if you held such a coin in your hand right now and didn't even know it? This is the story of the rarest, most valuable 1970 Jefferson nickels, the extraordinary minting errors that make them so sought after, and how you can identify and cash in on these hidden treasures. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about what's in your pocket change, this is one video you won't want to miss. To truly understand the value of the 1970 Jefferson nickel, we need to take a trip back in time to 1938, when this iconic 5-cent piece was first introduced. Before the Jefferson nickel, the U.S. Mint had been producing the Buffalo nickel, a beautiful but problematic coin that featured a Native American on the obverse and an American bison on the reverse. However, the Buffalo nickel had serious design flaws it wore down quickly, making the details unrecognizable over time. The Mint needed a new, longer-lasting design, and in 1938, they held a contest to find it. The winner, Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor whose design featured a stately left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president, with his home, Monticello, depicted on the reverse. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938 and has remained in circulation ever since, but not all nickels are created equal. By 1970, the Jefferson nickel had been in production for over 3 decades, and while it looked similar to its original design, subtle changes had taken place over the years. But here's the key: 1970 was a year of transition and hidden mistakes at the U.S. Mint, leading to some of the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels ever struck. The 1970 Jefferson nickel was produced at 3 different U.S. Mint locations, each with its own unique characteristics. 1. Philadelphia, Mint no mint mark. Coins struck here have no mint mark and were produced for general circulation. 2. Denver, Mint D mint mark. Coins from Denver bear a small d mint mark and were also meant for circulation. However, this is where one of the most valuable mint errors in U.S. history occurred, leading to one of the rarest nickels ever found. 3. San Francisco Mint S mint mark. Proof coins only. The San Francisco Mint struck proof versions of the 1970 Jefferson nickel for collectors, featuring a mirror-like finish and sharp details. Each of these mint locations contributed to the overall production Jefferson nickel, but here's the catch: not all of these coins were struck correctly. Rare mint errors in the $10 million coin. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: the mint errors and rare varieties that skyrocket the value of certain 1970 Jefferson nickels. One of the most famous and valuable mint errors in U.S. history occurred in 1970 when the Denver Mint mistakenly struck new nickels over pre-existing 1941 nickels. This means that parts of the original 1941 design can still be seen underneath the 1970 strike, making these coins incredibly rare. Auction records show that some of these error coins have sold for over $30.000 to $50,000. But here's the mind-blowing part: if an example with a perfect dramatic overstrike and full steps designation were to be found, it could easily sell for millions of dollars at auction. Some experts speculate that a perfectly preserved specimen with an extreme error pattern could fetch over $10 million if demand skyrockets among elite collectors. 2. Collector's dream. Most 1970 Jefferson nickels have weak strikes, meaning the details on Monticello's steps are often blurred. However, a full steps version with at least 5 or 6 clearly defined steps is incredibly rare. A 1970 Jefferson nickel with full steps has sold for over $5,000 at auction, and demand continues to grow. 3. Double die obverse and reverse DDO and DD are the hidden treasure. Some 1970 Jefferson nickels display doubling in the text, date, or Jefferson's portrait due to a misalignment in the minting process. A well-preserved double die error can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on its clarity. 4. Off-center strikes and broad strikes. Some 1970 nickels were struck off-center, making them extremely valuable depending on the percentage of the error. Coins with a 50% off-center strike and a clear date and mint mark could be worth thousands. So, how much is a 1970 Jefferson nickel worth today? Circulated nickels, worth face value 5 cents. Uncirculated nickels, typically $500 to $2,000, depending on condition. Full steps 1970D nickel has sold for over $10,000 at auction. 1970D overstruck on 1941 nickel sold for $30 to $50,000, but a higher grade specimen could sell for millions. Extremely rare specimen, if discovered, estimated up to $10 million for an unseen ultra-rare, mint error or perfect full steps specimen. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, overstrikes, and full steps. Check the date and mint mark. Focus on 1970D varieties, as they hold the most value. Consult a professional grader. Send rare coins to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Old penny in your collection that could be worth thousands of dollars. You pull out a simple 1927 wheat penny and wonder, is this just an ordinary coin? Or could it be an ultra-rare piece that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for? Stay with me, because in this video you will learn everything about the 1927 wheat penny, including its history, rare mint marks, valuable errors, and the exact steps to check if your coin is worth serious money. This is one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history, and by the end of this video I just discovered that you own a hidden treasure that could be worth up to $35,000 or even more. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1927 wheat penny. The Lincoln wheat cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, replacing the Indy and head cent, and quickly became one of the most beloved coins ever minted. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a portrait of Lincoln with "In God We Trust" above liberty to the left, and the date 1927 to the right. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks framing the words "1 cent" and "United States of America," with the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum" at the top. This classic design remained until 1958, making the wheat penny a favorite among collectors. But what makes the 1927 wheat penny so special, and how much is it really worth? The value of this coin depends on factors like mint mark, rarity, condition, and potential errors. The 1927 wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each with different levels of rarity. The Philadelphia mint struck the most with a staggering 140 million for 140,000 minted. Because of this high production, common circulated examples are worth around $50 to $5. However, in high-end circulated grades like MS65 or better, they can be worth $100 to $300. And auction records show some rare examples selling for over $5,000. The Denver Mint produced far fewer, with a mintage of just 27,170,000, making the 1927 significantly rarer, especially in high grades. Circulated examples range from $1 to $10, while uncirculated specimens graded MS65 can fetch anywhere between $300 and $1,000, with record sales exceeding $15,000. The real treasure, however, is the 197S struck at the San Francisco Mint with only 14,276,000 minted. It is the rarest of the three, and the survival rate of high quality examples is extremely low. In circulated condition, it can be worth $3 to $25, but in uncirculated MS65 condition, it jumps dramatically to $1,000 to $5,000, the highest auction price ever recorded for a pristine 1927 Louis penny exceeded $35,000, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents from the 1920s. But that's not all, because error coins can make your 1927 errors and varieties are extremely desirable among collectors and can drive prices even higher. Some of the most valuable errors include the double die obverse DDO, where parts of the date or Lincoln's profile appear doubled, making these worth between $1,000 and $5,000. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing due to a misaligned strike worth between $50 and $1,500. Broad strike errors, where the coin is struck without the retaining collar causing it to spread out, can be valued between $100 and $500. Then there's the B error, a small die crack between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an extra letter. These sell for $20 to $200. If you suspect you have a rare 1927 Louis penny, how do you verify its value? First, use a magnifying glass to check the date, mint mark, and look for doubling or other misprints. Second, weigh your coin. A genuine 1927 Louis penny should weigh exactly 311 grams. If it's significantly different, it might be a rare planchet error. Third, compare your coin to high-grade examples using professional grading websites like PCGS or NGC. Fourth, and most importantly, get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC, since certified coins sell for significantly higher prices. If you have a valuable 1927 Louis penny and want to sell it for the highest price, follow these steps. First, never clean the coin, as doing so can strip away the natural patina and reduce its value by 50% or more. Second, sell through the right platforms. High-value coins perform best at heritage auctions, great collections, and professional coin shows. eBay can work for mid-range coins, while local coin dealers are good for quick sales but may offer lower prices. Third, understand market trends. Coin values fluctuate based on collector demand, so researching recent auction prices can help you time your sale for maximum profit. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 1927 Louis penny, from its rich history to its rarity, its errors, and the best strategies to sell it for top dollar. This is why collectors and investors are constantly searching for rare Louis pennies, and why your small 1-cent coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Now go check your collection, because you might just have a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable coin insights. And before you go, don't forget to watch our next video on the most expensive Louis pennies ever sold. You won't believe how much some of these coins have fetched at auction. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.